everyone. For those of you that don't know, I might look like a pop star lover, but I like my hard rock. Who else is with me? I know there's a bunch of you out there. I like my hair bands, my 80s hair bands, because it brings back great memories. I love my classic rock, and I love my hard rock, like hard rock. Like not like heavy metal, but like hard rock. So I know there's some of my other rocker friends out there. So the Lithium Station is one of my favorites. I know my girl Shelly Olsen and I both like that station and the Ozzy station. You wouldn't expect it, would you? I know a lot of you think that wouldn't be something like me, but that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I went to a sales training this weekend, as most of you know. It's through the leadership at our new company, and it hands down best sales training I've ever been to in my life, hands down. Like, I cried, I laughed, I was pushed out of my comfort zone, I was shaking, my heart was beating, I was sweating. It was just, that means you're changing, you're moving, right? And I realized when I was talking to a lot of people on our team and a lot of people like in the company that and people were telling me, like, there's this perception, okay, that I've got it all going on all the time because I have the master's degree and I have the corporate experience and I have my own business, and, you know, we live in a nicer suburb, and my husband has a big, you know, title and job, and, you know, we travel and all of these things. So I think there's this perception that we've got it all together all the time. And I know that happens with a lot of people. And I think for those of you who know me, you know I'm a very open person. I have a lot of trauma in my background and a lot of experiences that have been very difficult, as all of us do. And I'm pretty comfortable sharing them, and not always in a public forum, but very comfortable sharing them. But I found the courage to share some of those things in a public forum, just to get the message across that what you see isn't necessarily what's going on. And one of the things that I learned at the sales conference, there were probably over 300 people there, okay? And there weren't a lot of people in the room that were poor, all right? But I would say the majority of the people in the room were broke. They were broke. These are physicians, medical assistants, lawyers, dentists, CEOs of companies, business owners, like, you know, runs the gamut, all of these people that were there. But so many of them were broke, meaning credit card debt. You know, if they were to lose their full-time job, how long would they be okay? You know, not really that long. You know, had lost things along the way and all of these things. And so when I got on stage and I kind of had to share, like, why do I work so hard? Like, why am I running this business that, I mean, for those of you who know me, you know, like, I've been so excited about this business, and I love being an entrepreneur, and sometimes I'm up until 2 a.m. every night just working my butt off. And it's because you know, we are in a broke state. We just are. Like, we have debt. Like, we have tons of debt. We have 4 kids. Like, we've had some trauma in our background. Like, we've had some emergencies happen that we didn't expect. Our 2 littles, you know, were adopted, and we lived in a different country for 2 years unexpectedly during a recession in the United States. Not really the best timing, you know, and we both still have had good jobs with like good pay. But you know, we've had emergencies and changes, and it alters your financial future. And so, you know, I've had to really change my mindset over the past couple of years. Instead of going, okay, everything's fine, we're fine, I'll just work a little here and work a little there, really to, what is the vehicle that's going to get us way out of debt, like way out of debt, where I can put together like an income strategy for our family that's going to pay, you know, my children's children. Like, it's income that can grow over generations, not just while I'm here. And, you know, is just making enough to get by unbroke? No, it's not. And so it kind of feels good when you just admit that you're broke. It doesn't mean you're not smart. It doesn't mean you're not wonderful. It doesn't even mean you're not happy. It's none of those things. It's just like, we're not poor, but we're certainly broke because we have debt. And if one of us were to lose, our business or one of our jobs, like how long could we continue on without that? Not very long. So that is why I have found that, being an entrepreneur and having a network marketing business in particular is so rewarding because I am the CEO of my own business. Like, I have to look in the mirror every day and say, would I hire myself or fire myself? And there's a ton of days I would fire myself. I have to have the mojo to keep myself going when I get rejected, when I have a bad day, when my paycheck isn't what I want it to be or whatever it is. Like, I have to get up in the morning. I don't have anyone telling me where to go or what to do. What really drives me and why I've switched my mindset is that I'm on a mission to not be broke. I'm on a mission to get our family not only out of debt, but like way far beyond getting out of debt where we have enough financial kind of stability that it will carry on not only to our kids, but to our kids' kids. And that's what drives me. And so, yeah, when I have to miss a school, I had to miss, I don't even know what it was called, the start of school, something meeting yesterday. I've never missed it in my life. I mean, I had to because my reason why is so big that some other things are going to have to kind of settle for a bit, until we get there. And, being in a room with 300 other professionals, okay, these are professional adults who are feeling the same thing I do and have felt, was very empowering because all of these people, and I think that was something that my husband Sean was really allured to, all of these people were just honest, instead of having this facade like, yeah, everything's great, we're rolling in the money and all these things. It's like, no, we're broke, we're in debt, and our goal is to get out of that, and that's why we work so hard. So I just have such a admiration for people in network marketing because they seriously work their butts off, and most people have been able to dig deep and figure out what is the real why that you get up every morning and do your craft, like that you work so hard for. So for all of you entrepreneurs out there and all of you network marketers out there, most of you women, like, I applaud you. I really do. I applaud you for working your butt off without anybody else telling you to, so that you can get your family into financial freedom. And that is what my mission is with my family. And I want to be the voice of that because I think that some people think because maybe I look a different way or have a certain title or a certain resume or all of those things that I'm not going through some of the exact same things you are. And I am. And a lot of you know my backstory. I don't share it with everybody, but a lot of you do know that. So some of the trials and traumas that I've experienced in my life, but it makes you stronger and I'm grateful for them. I mean, I learned to be grateful for my pain because it pushes you onto the path and onto the journey you're supposed to be on. But this whole being broke thing, like, I'm kind of sick of it. And so, it's like I used to have excuses like, I can't do it, or I don't, I'm fine, or I don't need to, or all of these things. And like, I'm done with the excuses. Like, I was done a couple of years ago. It's like, no more excuses, head down, using this incredible vehicle that I have to leverage so that we can get off the broke boat, as I like to call it. So I want to know who else is on the broke boat, because I know a lot of you are and you're afraid to admit it. Come on and join the party. You're on the broke boat. You know you are. You're in debt, whatever it is. And let's get off of it. Do everything you can to get off of it. And if that means staying up later at night, that means working second shift, that means, maybe, for me, like when I started my new business, I didn't necessarily have, $1,400 sitting around to put into a new business. That's not just lying on my desk, you guys. Like, I have, we have things that we have to pay for. But when I see an opportunity, it's like, with this, I really was like, I'm making the investment that makes sense as a business person. Tell me exactly what I need to do, to get off the broke boat and make money. Like, I will listen. I am coachable. No complaining. What do I need to do? I don't care how old you are. I do not care what your ethnic background is. I don't care. Like, you are a professional. Tell me what to do. And that's exactly what I did. And I am following the leader and following the rules. And this little broke boat is on the little wave towards financial freedom. And it's very, very exciting. But I've made the commitment and I've made a ton of sacrifices to get there. And I will continue to do so. You guys are going to watch me. I will continue to make these sacrifices. until we get our family in a state that's like far beyond paycheck to paycheck, okay? And that's going to involve a number of things falling into place, but one of them is leveraging a vehicle that's right under my nose at the best timing absolutely possible and taking advantage of it. So I want you to know you're not alone. I want you guys to know that sometimes what you see isn't always what's behind the curtain, and to realize that a lot of people are in the exact same boat that I am. I mean, I was in a room with 300 people, and I would say about 290 raised their hands and were honest about their situation. And so I thank all of those people. I really do. It's just nice to be around authenticity. And it's also nice to know that there are vehicles that you can use to get to the other side. You just have to follow the leader, and that's exactly what I'm doing, and it feels good. I'm tired, working my butt off, but it really feels good. So thank you to the leaders that are coaching me, and you know who you are. I am very grateful, very, very grateful for your leadership beyond anything you can even imagine. So thank you. Back to my lithium. Have a great day, you guys. Let's kill it.